Yep, we got damage. Let's see how severe this damage is gonna be.
Oh, the habits of my heart, I can't say no. It's ripping me apart.
Welcome to another edition of Trucking with Loshawnparks, man. You guys could be anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me, and y'all already know I appreciate that. So we have a little bit of damage control that we need to do right now. I probably can show you better than I can tell you, but before everybody starts wondering, the damage ain't due to my negligence or due to me. This is a pickup trailer issue that when I got here to deliver, well, I had to take it empty out of here, and either one or two things happened. Either the driver that had this trailer previous to me getting it right now created the damage and didn't report it, didn't put it down in his macros for a drop trailer, you know, because he wanted to cover it, you know, he didn't cover his ass, you know. CYA in trucking, I tell y'all that all the time, CYA. Or either the damage was created here by the Tyson plant. So one of the two, either way, either or, either one, whoever. It ain't me, alright? But I just want to show you guys real quick the damage that was caused, and to make sure that it's just, you know, it's standard procedure. Make sure that you doing your pre-trip to check for stuff like this, because you don't want to be held accountable for it, alright? So without further ado, man, let's go take a look. Let's get out. Oh, yeah, man. It get real. Normally I don't hold a camera. Oh God. Normally I have like some type of device that's holding the camera. But I ain't feel like pulling all my camera equipment out, man. It's under my bunk. I ain't feel like doing all that. So y'all gonna have to bear with the shakiness if y'all see it in this video. It is what it is, okay? But I'm gonna flip the camera around and let y'all see just exactly what we dealing with. All right, so I pulled up here at the plant. As you guys can see, y'all already see what time it is. Y'all already know I'm out here running. I pulled up here at the Tyson plant. So I seen the sticker here, it says, do not load. Well, when I see the sticker, I'm thinking maybe do not load because it was designed as an empty trailer. Because I was on the yard looking for an empty trailer so I can get the next load, according to dispatch. So I seen the sticker. I was like, I wonder why that sticker is on that one but ain't on like other units that are sitting here. Well, it's another unit that's right there. That one right there? Yeah. See that orange sticker right there? Yeah. Let me zoom in for y'all. Yeah, see that one has a do not either. So, but anyway, so this is the trailer right here. So, you know, I'm just doing my regular get out and look pre-trip, checking the trail out before I get to it. Mind you, the sticker said do not load, so let's just figure out why we not loading. Oh, that's right. I had to, you know, another thing I always check, I make sure, see how much fuel they got up in there. You know, not that much fuel, so I would have had to put some fuel in here. So I'm just looking over, I was just looking over it. Got to slide the tandems, no problem. Right weight right there. Right weight load scale. Y'all want, I might have to do a video for y'all on exactly how that worked. That thing is a beautiful thing right there, man. That thing's a beautiful thing. All right. Anyways, close that back up. Yeah, ain't no scales when you got that, as long as it's calibrated. Let me make sure I put that out there. So I'm walking back here. So I came back here, open the door. So this joint was still freshly cold. I don't know if y'all probably can't see no more. I don't know if y'all can see. Can y'all see the fog? Maybe not. I don't know. But it's still freshly iced up. So much freshly. We're gonna hop up in here because it's dirty. They just finished offloading it, which makes me believe that Tyson did this. Because if Tyson didn't do this, then, you know, they would have reported it to Prime. But when I called Road Assist and them didn't know nothing about this. So it leads me to believe that Tyson did. As y'all can see right there, there's some of the damage from the inside. But this right here is just ice though. That's just ice. I don't want y'all. But y'all can see like the bulging. Yeah. It gets worse when we get outside. I'll show you. So much that right there, look at that. That's insulation right there. No longer is this reefer considered could be in service because it has damage to the wall, so it can't keep it refrigerated or keep it cooled how it's supposed to be, and nobody will load us with that damage right there. But anyway, yeah, as y'all can see, it was dirty. That was the whole purpose of me hopping in here, to show y'all that real quick. Back out. Oh, Jesus, my knees, boy, I'm getting old, boy. Getting old. All right, all right, closed it. All right, so let's get over here to the other side. So then I walked around this way because I didn't notice the damage that I got on this side, which would make sense because this is where the damage at. Now this damage starts here and extends 3/4 of the way up the side of the trailer. Now let's go in slow motion. I don't know why I'm walking like this. Like, I could have just turned this into slow motion. I don't feel like doing none of that, man. I feel like being real lazy today. So it is what it is. But this is the damage, man. They have apparently what it looks like is that the yard dog or what have you caught a pole or caught something. Okay, my assumption is that he caught a pole or he caught something, because up there, that's where it starts, way up there, and then it just drops down and comes on along, and oh focus, there it goes, and it just starts scraping all the way across the trailer. So I don't know what the yard dog caught, but he definitely caught something. Okay, and then I was like, well, is this old? Because I was, thinking like maybe this is just old. But then I start looking at, I got a little closer right here, and I could see like the condensation. You guys can see condensation there. So that means that this inner part was inside cooling when this, before this happened. So this had to have happened by the yard dog, because that has condensation on there, which, and if, from the touch of it, is very cold, right? So this reefer has been off. It was at a negative 10 degrees and it's been off, but even like right here, this is the inner part of the metal on the inside, and that's got condensation on it. It's cold, you know what I mean? So this happened by the yard dog, all right? Then completely ripped it open. This is the part right here where it's gonna put it completely out of service, man, because at this point, ain't no shipper gonna put their product in here. So I mean, I'm gonna keep on walking and show you guys how far. I mean, this yard dog. I mean, rip the placards off. Okay, rip the placards off too. But I mean, he started way up here, man. Somewhere along the line, he caught something, didn't pay attention, and skirt all the way down side the trailer. All right. So now Prime wants me to bring this trailer on up to the terminal, so they can replace that wall. How much is something like that gonna run? I don't know. I don't rebuild the walls. I tear them down. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, that was probably bad timing. But yeah, this damage did happen. Make sure that you should be doing your proper pre-trips anyway. This is just standard procedure right here. When you backing up to a trailer to do a pickup, just always do your walk around. Don't just back into it, grab it. The driver's side of it looks good, and then just roll out. All right. Now I'm gonna give my conclusion. We're gonna wrap this video up. All right. So in conclusion, just make sure you do your full pre-trip, man. Walk around the trailer, the entire trailer. Open the doors, go inside of there. Make sure everything on the inside of your trailer is good. I mean, common sense, right? But some things not so common. Some guys would have probably just backed up to this, looked on the driver's side, make sure it was good. They didn't really check. Pulled out of here with this, put in their macro saying the trailer was good, and then realized it was some damage. Now you become accountable for the damage. And if you ever see any damage like this on the side of your trailer, make sure you make fine notations. CYA, cover your ass, man. put the notations in the macro, in the Qualcomm as well. Call dispatch, let them know about the situation. Also call your road assist, let them know about it. Keep the pictures for your phone. Hell, make a damn video like this to really cover your ass, to show that, you know, this all happened before you even got the trailer, so they don't come back and say, well, how do we know? You know, now I alleviated all that. I got pictures, I contact dispatch, road assist, plus I got a YouTube video for y'all. They can go check it all out. All right, so CYA, man, that's the whole meat of this message. Is CYA, man, make sure you cover your ass in all aspects. It really wasn't so much of the damage on the truck. It was more so of covering your ass. All right, hope that y'all learned something, man. And as always, winners focus on winning and losers focus on winners, and we win it all day right here at Trucking with Loshawnparks, TWLP. Just in case some of y'all didn't understand or know what TWLP stood for, Trucking with Loshawnparks, man. To the next video, man. I'll catch y'all, man. I got to go. I got to get this up to Springfield. They got some walls to break down and repair, okay? Plus I got to drop my kids off. I got them in the truck. Time for them to go. Time for me to go too. Peace out.